I made over $69,765 in sales in the past 60 days on a brand new Shopify store. But how much did I really make and how exactly did I do this? So we're actually going to break this down. I'm going to show you guys the profit and I'll give you guys a little bit of tips and tricks on how I was able to do this on the brand new shop. So you've been watching for a while. I do my best to try to keep transparency on the channel, which is honestly kind of crazy because I see so many other channels that, don't get me wrong, like we average 1,000, 2,000 views here and there, but there's videos that say I made $100,000, $200,000 last month and it gets hundreds of thousands of views, and you know, they never really break down anything. And if you've been watching me from the beginning, you know, I like to do this occasionally to keep some transparency so you guys know what's up. So just to refresh this so you guys know it's real, I guess we can do this once again. I'm gonna do the past 60 days, click apply. Let's see, show past 30 days. There you have it. It's refreshing. So we have 69,765. So we're gonna do this together, you guys, so bear with me. 69765.03, and let's go ahead and see if we can change all of this to currency. And since we're already here, I'm gonna go ahead and type in amount of orders we have. 1,550. So this one actually did not need that format. And the reason why that's important is because we're on the second plan, which is $79 per month, and it's 2.7% per transaction plus 30 cents each. But you guys, if you are just getting started with Shopify, by the end of this video, remember to use my link down below. You can get started with just $1 instead of the $79 per month. So with that being said, we should have this calculated at 27 cents right there. Now we're gonna take that, multiply it by that. Is that correct? That's kind of crazy if so. Okay, so that is not correct. So actually I need to do 2.7% of this number, not that one. So let's go ahead and change it and see. All right, so $1,800 in fees, which is crazy. All right, so now this is 30 cents and we need to time this by the amount of orders, which is an additional $465. So once again, we probably could have got an even higher plan, saved some more money, but this is a brand new shop. I didn't know how well we were going to do, but you know, going through the new year, if this is a shop that we want to continue, we can look into that. So that's why it's important to break down your expenses. So our Shopify cost is $79 per month, but really since this is past 60 days, we should do 79 times 2, but I'm going to do 80. But once again, if you get started with my link down below, you can get started with $1. So $80 right there. So now we had additional apps because Shopify doesn't necessarily have everything, but they do give you great access to a lot of different applications that you can add on top of the platform, which is really nice. For example, variations, you can't include hundreds, I think, what is it, over 100 variants, but there's an app you can use for that, which was $9.99 per month, and we used that for 2 months. And then we also added a reviews app where we could request reviews from our customers, and we could also pull reviews from our Etsy shop onto our actual Shopify shop as well. So that right there was $695 per month plus $695, and we'll multiply that times 2, 33.88. All right, so we also need to turn these into negative. All right, so right here, virtual assistants, our designers, customer service. We had 2 people on this team, including myself, but I wasn't too heavily involved. So we had one for customer service and one for design because some of these products were personalized, and this cost us $400 per month for each person. So really 800 times 2, which is going to be 1,600. Oh, let's put in our negative. So far, these are our expenses. All right, so now we're going to go into Facebook ads, Printify, the heavy stuff, total refunds. I don't know why I put the number 9 here. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that right there. So it says a total returns of $707.80. So really these total refunds, it's not necessarily someone returned something. Sometimes we just get refunds because the product was really delayed, they received the wrong product, we still sent them out a replacement and so on. And I know a lot of you guys may have those questions for when those things occur. We'll print on them in, and I'll break that down to you at the end as well. So it just kind of depends how you want to handle your business and put on your business hat. Sometimes we just go ahead and give them a refund and still get the replacement sitting to them just so that they're a happy customer. All right, so Facebook ads, let's go ahead and see. So far we have a total spent of $18.45 for today. But what we want to do is go to the past 90 days, which is going to be the 6th as of today. All right, so Facebook ads right here, 23,853, which is honestly kind of crazy. Make sure you guys have the right credit cards for this as well. So when it comes to credit cards, Maybe I'll even try to find my referral link down below. The Gold AMX is going to be the best card for you to use when it comes to advertising, but it's only up to 150K or something along those lines, but you get 4 times points on advertising. So, you know, when I travel, when I go on vacations, I typically go on for free most of the time because, man, it's a lot of points that you rack up this way. And then once you're maxed that one out, you go into the Chase, Preferred, something like that. You get 3 times points, and then you can build up your whatever credit card you want to have, you know, your maximum status at. A lot of times people choose like an American Airlines or Delta or something along those lines because then you get high status and it's really easy for you to fly in first class just by purchasing a typical economy ticket. So, you know, a lot of companies reward you just for spending a lot of money. And this is typically how you're able to, you know, get those nice vacations and whatnot for practically free. You're just spending money and you're just racking up points. So I'll post my link for that down below as well. And then probably if you don't have this card, you'll probably get like an intro 150,000 points or something crazy. I'm not sure. So that is slightly off topic, but it is important to know. So now we're going to hop into Printify, have it set as past 60, hit the refresh button for you guys, just so you guys know it's real. $27,105 total costs. Pretty crazy. Wait, is that right? Because this is production plus shipping. It does not seem like it would equal that number. Maybe my math is wrong, but it seems like that total cost is not accurate. Or maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. 13 plus 6,989. It says 25,000, so total cost really 27,105. I don't know why. I'd have to actually print it out and give a real good, better look breakdown for that. So I don't know why that is the case, but I'll just go with this number. All right, so we're back over here. It may be slightly wrong, probably like 20 orders or so, because we still have about 20 orders open right now. So there's a few $100 off. So do just keep that in mind. Okay, what's going on here? Right click this, format, and do that currency. All right, so I don't know how profitable we were. I know we did make a little bit of profit, but we're really about to find out right here. So we're gonna total all of this up, and then we're gonna add that. Oh no, we're not gonna add it yet. Ooh. So our total expenses is $54,198. And now we're gonna do a sum of this number and this number. And drum roll, please. Total profit of $15,586.68. So for some of you guys, this might not sound like a lot, but for some of you guys, it might be. But there's a lot to think about here. I could have did this in-house, as you have seen in a lot of my previous videos where we're in a warehouse shipping things out. Maybe you guys follow me on Instagram in the past few years. We're in the warehouse shipping out hundreds and hundreds of products. And honestly, to me, it can become a nightmare, but you can almost 2x this number in profit because you're bringing a lot of these products in-house. But you have to think it does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It can get exhausting. And to me, I chilled for the past 60 days. And this is just additional income on top of the shops that we already have. This was just a brand new store just to see what we could do here for this video, right? So really, to me, this is just an additional $15,000 I would not have seen. I didn't put in a ridiculous amount of hours of work because we hired virtual assistants to do that for us as well. So to me, this is great. $15,000 in my pocket without all the extra sweat into this work. Now, number 2, you can become even more profitable the next year because since this is a new shop, it was fairly seasonal. I think we can still grow this throughout the year, but now we can introduce things like email marketing, text marketing, and so on. So we won't have to pay as much in advertising to acquire these customers anymore because we already have the customer data, we have their emails, we have their phone numbers, so we can upsell them different products throughout the year. Or when it comes around to next year, when it comes back to our seasonal product, it's really easy for us to mass send an email and text phone number, and also we can really easily generate additional $5,000-$10,000 in a day that we did not have to pay that customer acquisition cost that we spent on Facebook. So that's the second thing. You have to look beyond what you can do, not just what you're doing right now. But the thing is, if you're profitable off the bat, that's a really good win. A lot of people are always just trying to aim for profit first, which can almost be the worst thing to do because you're so focused on profit, you really never figure out how to get the actual sales. A lot of you may focus on how to make a t-shirt, how to make a mug, how to make a tumbler, because you're so invested in how to bring in that 100% profit that you don't focus on getting the sale because you never have the time to. In the beginning, you might be by yourself. So you have to really think about this. Where are you going to spend your time and effort? I spent my time with this shop just focusing on sales and what we can do there because now I know what's possible. You know, I can look at my best sellers and say, you know what, maybe let's bring this product in the house. And it's really easy to produce extra profit for that single product without having to worry too much about it in the beginning. Number 3, since we're talking about Shopify right now, we're talking about Facebook ads, and typically we do a lot of Etsy content. Here's the big difference. I still use the same winning product research methods that we use on Etsy. But when it comes to selling on Etsy or Amazon, these are marketplaces. There's already millions and millions of visitors and customers ready to purchase from you. So it becomes more of a search engine optimized platform, and you providing that right product to the customer. They're already coming on here and they're searching for the product that you're going to provide. So this is why it is still important to find a winning product. In this video, we use Everbee. We've shown cases multiple times. You hop onto Etsy, you see which products are doing really well. So screw it, I just show it to you real quick. So this is Everbee, right? It shows you the best products to sell on Etsy. And how exactly does it do that? It just gives you the analytics of the actual product. So it's going to tell you the estimated monthly sales, how many sales it's actually doing, how long it's actually been on the marketplace. It gives you some valuable information when it comes to keyword research. You don't necessarily need this to come to your own Shopify store unless you're running maybe Google ads, because then it does become a little bit more search based. So this is super powerful, and it doesn't matter if you're selling beyond Etsy. I'm selling on Shopify, but I'm using this to verify the winning products that I should sell on my Shopify store. Because although it is your own store, a lot of times you can't just use your own mind, your own creativity to come up with products, right? You have to have a winning product, because when you're running Facebook ads, you're shoving products in front of the customer's face in hopes that they stop scrolling. And you know what? This is something that I want. They're not necessarily looking for your product, right? But you're stopping them in the track and you're telling them that, hey, this is something that you actually need and want. In comparison, when it comes to a marketplace, they're coming on here with the idea of what they already want. So they're already in that buying mood. When it comes to you selling on your own platform, you have to create that buying mood. You have to tell the customer like, hey, this is a product that you may like. And you did some research for it because you have an idea of like, okay, this might be a product that works with this actual niche. So when it comes to running Facebook ads and you're targeting that niche, you know this is a product that the customer may want. So in a sense, instead of thinking of the products that you think that customers want, the customer is basically already telling you what they want, and it's just up to you to supply it. And I know a lot of you all may already have a clothing brand or a brand of your own, and you have a lot of products that you created on your own, and it probably didn't work out for you. And you might question, how do a lot of brands sell just their product with their brand name? You have to start somewhere where it's not fully just your creativity to begin with just yet. So let's say, for example, you have a Christian clothing brand, and you want to sell your actual logo, your icon, your name, and it's probably not working out for you just yet. And we actually did go over this in a previous video. You can do this, validate your winning product, and shove a product in the customer's face that's related to your niche. And then all of a sudden, you're getting emails, you're getting phone numbers, you're getting data, and then you can retarget them in the future. So now you don't have to pay those same Facebook ads. That customer acquisition cost is over with, right? Because you already paid for that customer. So now you get even more profit, and then eventually over time, you can make the customer fall in love with not only the initial product, but with your brand itself. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm no crazy expert at this. I've just been doing it for a long time, and I never gave up. The mentality is going to push you through everything this year. You can go back to, my very first video, right? That was me going through sales, I think, from over 10 years ago. In total, I know I did close to like $200,000 my first year, but I just showed Etsy that year. On top of that, I was doing Shopify and Amazon as well. If you're hopping into this year, still trying to see if this is even possible, I can tell you and guarantee you that it's possible, because think about it. All those people making those money, who do you think it is? It's people just like you and I. Over the years, I've met a lot of people, and I can guarantee you that the biggest thing that's going to get in your way is going to be you. And just to showcase beyond myself, I have a student, this is his second year doing over $100,000. I have students $2,500 their first 30 days, their first time doing print on demand. My student Anita did over $860,000 last year, hit $450,000 in revenue today. And I just want you to know, there's people just like you and I. The biggest difference is they never gave up and they tried things differently. Because if you do the same things over and over this year that you did last year, you're going to see the same results that you got last year, because you're doing the same things that you thought you were doing correct last year. Stop blaming things on like the market is saturated. That's my favorite one, because if the market is saturated, that's a really good thing. You just got to find a way to get a piece of the pie. All right. If you want to join my program, feel free to click the link down below. This is obviously a program built by a real seller, not from someone else who just like show you sales and whatnot. Or feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram is down below somewhere. Just text me the word YouTube and I'll see if I'm able to help you out a whole lot more from there. If this video helps you out, go ahead and comment down below the links to the $1 Shopify, my Payment premium plan, Everbee, all of that is down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. I wish you the best year possible. Let's get it.